Today, I'm extremely happy for two things. First, I got my 50th PMP of 2024, Sabine. And secondly, the PMP is proving itself one thing that I have always said that yes, for a successful man, there's always a strong woman that is supporting. And everyone knows that for thousands of years. And we have heard it. But again and again in my program, we are proving that for a successful woman, there has to be a strong and supporting husband, spouse, friend who are supporting her, making sure that she crosses the line. Today, we are here with my duo certified PMP. Danish, who joined my one-to-one program, cleared it last year, and then he kind of forced his wife to join my program in batch 12. I want to emphasize batch 12, which ended on 28th of December, and she cleared PMP yesterday from Canada. And I also want to put her, they have a child. They are both working in Canada. And even all these things, and she cleared in 1 month, which shows two things: her intelligence, her hard work, and passion. Secondly, her consistency. So, congratulations, Sabine, and
Thank you,
congratulations.
sir.
Why don't
Thank you,
both
sir.
of you share your success story?
Yeah, I would ask Sabine to start first.
So my journey was a 1 month journey, but thank you so much for mentoring me, and I was able to learn a lot from you. So PMP course is a big one, but you summarize it in such a good way that it was so easy for me to, in 3 classes, I think we did the entire course. So that was really easy for me to understand. And you use just daily life examples and everything. So that actually helped to understand the course better.
Hmm. Okay. How did you build consistency? Now, this is a very important thing. Like, especially I want to put the context in this context that you are a working mom, right? And Southeast Asian working mom. So I understand how things work, especially for those people like you have to cook, if I'm not wrong, things like
Yes,
that.
sir.
Okay, maybe Danish would disagree a little bit here, but yes, you have to do that. So with all those contexts, how you are able to build consistency? Because I want to put emphasis here. She has done 6 180 mocks. Let's just put it that thing. 6 180 mocks, 6 mocks of people, 60 60, 6 mocks of process, 60 60. Then random, I guess, all the random mocks, right?
Yes, sir.
All the random mocks of 60 60. So how you are able to build the consistency?
So, day one, I decided that daily I will give my 3 to 4 hours to
Mhm.
PMP, and Danish was a big support for me during that time. He helped me a lot with the household works and everything. Like, she was at that time spending a lot of time with our daughter. So
Mhm.
she's like, Mom, why are you not spending time with me? Where are you? I want to talk to you. I want to have your time. So, yeah, he was a big support for me at that time.
Okay, okay. So, but the thing which I started that you need a sporting husband that is 100% valuable here, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Danish, you have a rare opportunity where your wife will be saying good words for you.
No, like I'm happy because Sabine has been supportive throughout my PMP journey too. And like I work in office, and like she was taking care of the kid and all the stuff, especially in the last month that I was grinding for the PMP exam. The like I would appreciate her like how hardworking Sabine was throughout and how focused she was. It's all about her focus, and like you have to pull yourself together because like even if somebody else is helping you out and stuff, it's just like the pressure of giving those mocks every single day. You have to wake up and spend like 4 hours just doing the mock exam for 180. It's the pressure and stuff. Like I've been through that, and I can understand how she was feeling like doing it every day. And especially revising it, and she didn't like I would really appreciate like she didn't even miss one single coaching call.
Yeah.
So I used to miss a lot. I was like having the, like I was listening to recording and stuff, but she was live there and she was solving the questions with you. She attended PMP marathons, which were really helpful. Like you were solving 10 questions, 60 questions, and all those coaching calls. Like they were helpful in clearing her vision, and listening to other perspectives of what the other students were thinking, and how you were explaining all the examples one by one and topic by topic. So yeah,
Hmm.
she has worked a lot. She has worked like 6 or maybe 8 hours a day in some instances, and it takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate
When you have
how
to
she
do
works.
PMP in 1 month, things do take a
Exactly, sir.
yeah. Yeah. You see, this is something I really say that if you can give 4 hours, PMP can be done in 1 month. And if a working mom with a daughter, how old is your daughter?
5 years old.
5 year old, the most demanding because my daughter is 4.5. I understand. I have just given her the mobile, both to son and the daughter. So daughters are very demanding. If that can be done, this is something reality. Let's go into a little bit detail. Let's talk about your exam, Sabine. So how was the exam?
Sir, exam was the easy one. There were no similar questions from the mock, but the language of the questions were very easy.
Hmm?
Like I don't have to read the question and again to know what the content is. So in that case, it was easy. There were a lot of drag and drop questions. Like every 6 to 7 question, the next was a drag and drop.
Hmm. Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting. So if you can put number, like how many drags and drop questions were there according to you?
around 13 to 14 drag and drop questions. So entire course was actually covered in that drag and drop questions. I got like from team, I got question for the stages, segment ladder questions, then the compromising stages and all that stages of the team, how to solve the conflict, and everything was covered in drag and drop. And
So,
there were a lot of situational questions in drag and drop also. Like
hmm.
if the team member is of this nature and that nature, how the PM going to use her leadership skills in this scenario and like that.
This means we need to increase drag and drop question more in our coaching call, right?
Exactly, sir.
We did
And
increase,
in one
yeah, we did, but we need
in
to do more, right?
exactly, sir.
Okay.
And in one coaching call, you solve all the questions related to virtual team.
Huh.
In my exam yesterday, there were around 8 to 10 questions related to virtual team,
Hmm.
scenario questions,
So
and that were related.
virtual team is another important criteria topic where we need to focus a little bit more into that context, right?
Exactly, sir.
Okay.
And
How-
agile was very minimum. All the questions were related to hybrid.
That's something eye opener. Your exam was kind of entirely different the way you are putting it. Okay, if we put the context one, two, three, which was the most challenging one? The first part, the second, or the third part?
The third part.
This is, I am getting it. Actually, I recorded just before your journey. I recorded Ishtiaq journey. He's PMP number 49. So I recorded his success journey for him. All were same, but I am getting this feedback. The last one is becoming more challenging. So I want to know
Exactly.
this from you, Danish. If you remember your exam, was it the same thing that the last was the difficult one, or is it you get tired and you felt it that it was the difficult?
No, for me, like the second one was the toughest, and third one was easier, and I did it in 69 minutes. So
Hmm.
it was easier. Like it was, I won't say like it was easy, but there were mixed questions. But it was easier to understand than in comparison to the second section. Second like took a lot more time and effort
Hmm.
for me to
Hmm.
solve it.
Okay, okay, that's a good question. Okay, so Sabine, how many critical path question, how many formula questions?
There were no formula question in the exam. There were just a question where CPI and SPI was given.
Hmm?
And by seeing only at them, the record, you can say that whether it under budget, over budget, or
Okay,
whatever.
under budget, over budget questions like that were the
Yeah, and that was only just one question.
one question. Okay,
Yeah,
so if we say that what I'm understanding from it, maybe the next coaching call, and especially in the marathon. By the way, Danish, your 10 questions are still pending for marathon, right?
I know. I was like, you know what I was doing in this time.
Okay, so I need 20 questions from you guys. And Sabine, I understand you guys are in a hurry. I know that very well. So see if you can make it. You have a long flight. So if you guys can make like 20 questions, especially Sabine, those drag and drop questions. The context, I will be adding some of them there, but the context there, because if you got 13 drag and drop, this means that is gonna consume good amount of time.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't have a
But
problem.
sir, the good thing about there was the definitions were very clear. I did all the drag and drop in 1.5 minutes. So
Yeah,
they were very clear. They
your
were
English, sister, your English is
easier than.
your English is
Mm,
good. You need to understand a very important thing, that the students that we are having, the students that are doing PMP, some of them have DAE, diploma, some of them have BCom, some of them even engineers, but their English is not up level. You are living in Canada, you are speaking English, and the way you are speaking your English language is good. That's why you are able to read it quickly. If the students, they
that
have,
is one of the reasons. Yeah.
yeah,
Plus, they cover like in drag and drops, they are covering the theoretical part, like the definitions, matching
exactly.
the
yeah,
words with the definitions. The like,
yeah.
I think you shared a presentation slide where you have like the meanings. Like it's exactly what the drag and drop is doing. Like they
Flashcard,
give you
like
the words. Yeah,
flashcard.
yeah. They are.
Exactly.
It's like flashcards, like matching the situations with the definitions. So
Okay.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are covering that in those questions.
Okay.
And I think that team questions that you did in our session, you should do this with every session. They are very helpful. They actually helped me a lot in solving those virtual team questions.
Virtual, no, that I am adding a virtual team. We have a coaching call tomorrow, so I'll add few questions there of virtual team. In addition to that, drag and drop for sure. We will be doing at least 2 to 3 drag and drop questions there. So Binsi has an exam. She's like, she's asking virtual team question. So Binsi, you can unmute yourself and you can ask yourself directly. Binsi, or you can talk call to her. She's also in Canada. Whatever you
Yeah,
like.
I'll do that. No problem. I don't think my mic has got a good thing here, but I'll try talk to you, Sabine, personally on WhatsApp. Thanks a lot and congrats, my dear.
Thank you so much. You can contact me anytime.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
So can you little bit expand on virtual team questions? Like how the virtual team questions were context?
So the virtual team bus situation is like there's a virtual team. What qualities are the PM going to look for the virtual team and his team members? Then secondly, how you are going to make that virtual team progress. So it was basically related to communication management plan and relate questions related to this.
Okay, okay, okay. Anything else that you would like to add? Considering that how basically you see now this is for everyone. This is a difference between coaching and mentoring. I was her coach, Alice was her mentor. Mentoring is a long-term relationship. Mentoring is that even looking at the strength, weaknesses, and trying to identify and work into that way. So mentoring is all the time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So what else you can share with us?
Sir, I would just say that the exam is not, it's just about your stamina. You have to sit for 4 hours. That's it. The questions were easy. The language was easy. It was so easy for me to understand the questions. And I finish my exam 26. When I did the last question, I still had 26 minutes left. So time management was also not a problem for me in the exam. So I reviewed the entire last session.
Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Saturday, actually, my wife go to office, so at that day I am kind of more challenging. Yeah,
Okay, sir.
I just made a tea for myself. I don't know why. Whenever I make, it's more like a study. I don't understand. Like the bad thing about here is that was advantage for me in Dubai. I had McDonald's in front of me and Starbucks at the right side. So I was sitting there all the time. Here, since US is big, I have to drive and go like there.
I
And now
know.
Exactly.
I
Things
hate
are
driving.
too far away here.
I hate driving. You guys know. So I make the tea myself. Okay, so 4 hours sitting the stamina, building stamina is one of the key. That's what I'm understanding from your side, right?
Exactly.
Okay, Danish, would you like to add something? How things can be done?
No, I think like I would just add to what Sabine said. Like it's all about how much composure you have in the exam. So sitting for 4 hours, like exam is easier than what we have solved in the mocks. So the
Exactly.
questions are like the language is clearer, and the questions like options are even like easier than what we have solved. So it's all about like how you keep your composure, even if one of the section is going bad. just like go through it and start the next section with a fresh mind. Like take breaks, take those 10-minute breaks.
I loved it. I loved it what you just put in the context of that, that no matter how you go into that, no matter how you looked into that, we need to we need to get into that and understand that thing, how we can work into that way and how we can do that, right? That's important. That's important thing. Look into that. You see, I put a timer on my daughter's mobile and now she's asking. She knows she has leverage. So that is called leverage. Just 1 second. Okay. So that's what I am saying, that when walking movements, like they took it this way, it's actually impossible for me to imagine how Binsi, Maheen, all of you guys do that. With the kids, with all the things, it becomes so challenging. Like for me, it's one day and it's like 12 and my mind is already So I really respect working women. I really do that. I have been like my entire family was working women, so I know that how hard it is, how demanding things can. So hats off to you, and really respect for you, Danish. People like you, they keep the human race moving, making sure not they only they become successful, also making sure that their wife becomes successful. So thank you very much for your time. If anyone has any question, they can raise it. I just want to end this thing. We listen about love stories in the movies, all those things. This is the real love story. This is what I call the real love story. For me, love is something when you grow yourself and you make sure your partner grows. So hats off to you, Danish, and hats off to you, Sabine. So thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir. And thank you for mentoring us
Yeah, thank you so much for the time you gave us, and
and the support and everything.
exactly,
Thank
and
you.
like
Thank you.
yes, Sabine have been supportive throughout my career, so it's just like I just want to do
Thank you.
everything to push her.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
sir.
much. Do send me a good picture of yours together. I'll put in the thumbnail. Okay, guys. Bye bye.